Missing is a brand new film from the team behind 2018's Searching and tells the story of June, a 18-year-old girl who, when her mother leaves her to go on holiday for a week, she actually never ends up returning. This leads June to going on an investigation purely using means of technology to try and find her mother, which leads to many twists and turns in what is yet another fantastic entry into this now kind of series. So, as I mentioned, this is the new film from the team behind 2018's Searching, and I absolutely loved Searching. This was one of my favourite films of 2018. I just thought it was so innovative, it was so clever, and also just a really riveting, really exciting story. So when I heard about this new film, Missing, and it was coming from the same team and using the same sort of methods, I was very, very excited about that because it just is a really cool way to make a movie. And having seen Missing last night, I can now report that this is a film that is as good as Searching and maybe, depending on who you are, might even be a little bit better. Starting off, I'll bring up the performance of Storm Reid as June, who is our main character this time around, and she is fantastic. She is proving herself in every project that she's in to be an incredibly strong and capable actress, even at such a very young age, and I really enjoyed what she brought to the role. There was a lot of emotion, but also the character, the way she's portrayed as a sort of headstrong 18-year-old, is also portrayed very, very well. So I think Storm Reid, she is a brilliant young actress. You know, she's really up and coming at the minute, and I think this is one of her strongest roles that she's had to date. Now, as great as Storm Reid is and as her performance is, the real star of the show, really, in regards to this film, and also Searching, to be fair, is how the movie's made. And that is that this film is shot completely using technology. For the vast majority of the film, you are looking, essentially, at a laptop screen. There are other things that this movie uses, like for example, it does bring in a new thing, which the first one didn't have, to what I recall, which is actual mobile phone cam. So, like I say, for the majority of the first movie, you pretty much looked at a laptop screen. Same thing in this movie, but you do also, it does actually switch to the point where you'll see like just the screen of an iPhone, which I thought was really cool. Again, that kind of was like a new innovation on this technology that the first film didn't really capture, so the film does do new things with this technology. But also there's things like security camera footage and things like that as well that are spliced in throughout it to kind of keep the momentum going and to keep it, you know, the pacing there, when at the end of the day you're kind of just looking at a laptop screen for the vast majority of the movie. But the film does things like that to kind of keep the pacing there so it doesn't lose you. Also, story-wise, I'm not going to go too much into the story just because of spoilers. Like, the less you know about the story, the better. But similarly to the first movie, this film has plenty of twists and turns to keep you engaged and to keep your interest there. Throughout its entire runtime, this film is a bit longer than the original. The original was closer to 90 minutes. This is a bit closer to 2 hours. But you don't feel the runtime or the extension of the runtime whatsoever. I feel like the story is just as creative, just as well written, and just as innovative as the original was. And the story is completely different this time around as well. Despite the fact that the concept is similar, what they do with the story is completely different, and it completely allowed me to get really invested in the story, in these characters, in this film, in a way that I didn't with the original. Like I say, the original does things like this, and that was great, but this is the next step with that. So they're both just very, very well made, very well told movies. On the whole, I really don't have any negatives for Missing. This is currently my favourite film of the year so far. I mean, I've only seen 6 new releases this year, so, you know, that's not necessarily like the biggest statement out there. But Missing, you know, as such a huge fan of Searching, I was so happy that they made a pseudo-sequel to this. It is really cool. There are actually references to the events of Searching in this movie. They do actually exist within the same universe, which is cool. But I was so happy they made a sequel, and the fact this comes from the same team as well, you can feel that same kind of creative synergy from the first movie to this one. It's just a super well-told story, it's well-written, it's creatively made, it's very inspired, and a great lead performance from Storm Reid helps to bring it all together. I highly recommend you watch this. If you haven't seen Searching, definitely check that out first, and then if you like it, then definitely go check out Missing, because they're very, very similar. So if you like Searching, you'll like this one. So overall, great film. So have you guys seen Missing? If you have, make sure to let me know your thoughts on the film in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you not? Whatever you think, let me know in the comment section down below. And are you a fan of these kind of technology-based movies? Do you think they work, or do you think they're a bit of a gimmick? Whatever you think, whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more reviews like this and keep up to date with all of my latest content, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads from me. And I hope to see you guys again next time.